I'm a W.
Alright, so this was today, and Nolan, who we were just talking about, we were in ag, which was second period, and we had this black, fat, old bitch that was our sub, and like halfway through, Nolan was like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, you should have been listening. He was like, I have ADD and ADHD. And he was like, well, you're the girl that was sitting beside him. And he was like, well, she can tell you what to do. And he started listening to her. And then he was like, and then after she told him what to do, he was like, I don't know what to do. And the old woman, she was like, well, you should have been listening. And he was like, I can't help it. And then she was like, so then he sat there for a while. And then he was like, I still don't know what to do. And then she was like, you need to stop talking. And he was like, but I'm trying to find out what to do. And she's like, no, shut up, like cut him off. And he was like, but, and she was like, no. And then he was like, but I'm trying to find out what to do. And she was like, you need to stop talking. You obviously don't want to be in this class, so you can just go on down to the office or stay here and listen to what she has to tell you and do your work. And he was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she was like, you're grown up. You can decide what you want to do. And he was like, all right. So he stood up and started walking towards the door. And then he looked back and he was like, where am I supposed to go? And she was like, to AES.
Detention.
Yeah, basically. And then he was like, all right. So he turned out and started walking out the door. And she was like, close that door behind you and put on a show out there or something. I didn't even know what she said. And he was like, what? Put a shoe on the door? And he was like, is that what you said? Did you tell me to put a shoe on the door? And she was like, just leave. So he was like, all right. And he left. And then everybody in the whole classroom, Drew just got in like, he hurt himself with this like Tony Hawk skateboard game thing with a skateboard, and it hit him in the nuts. And everybody in the whole classroom was cracking up. And then this other kid, Chris, he was like, he walked in late, and she was like, what are you late for? And he was like, after he sat down and got all his stuff and they figured that out, he was like, what am I supposed to do? And she was like, figure it out. And he was like, lady, I'm not trying to get on your bad side, but you don't want to piss me off. And then he was like, remember that, Zach? Yeah. And and she was like, y'all keep trying, what did she kept saying?
Oh, no.
Y'all keep trying to, like, screw her over, basically. I can't remember exactly what she said.
Player?
And, yeah, player. And he was like, y'all keep trying to play me. Drew, go check on those noodles. Go turn them off, quick, before they boil over. And then she was like, and she's like, I've already been suspended once. And then, what?
What are you talking about, Drew? Just keep it.
And then,
Flip them. What the fuck are you talking about?
I said, turn them off. And then, he was like, after he said I'm on my bad side, blah, blah, blah. Where was I? And then he said, I've already been in detention. I've already been in AES once this week. I don't need to go again. And she was like, I'm a 65-year-old woman and y'all keep trying to play me. And then he was like, I'm not trying to, oh crap. Zach, what did she say? I'm not trying, and Zach, yeah, Chris is like, I'm not trying to sweet talk you, but you don't look like you're 65. And then it just got all quiet and everybody started like geeking.
Eddsworldfanno. Anyways, the links will be in the description and on the screen, so just subscribe and thanks.
Here we go.